My name is Lynette, and I want to complain about some things that did happen right for me. I had talked to you all about how they wasn't doing right by me in the bank. Now, I showed them everything in my statement of who stole what. Anybody in San Francisco. I talked to a lady, a white woman on the phone in Texas. She said that a withdrawal paper was a check. That's what they said over here. I never heard that before. And she said that if I saw something from San Francisco, she made up an excuse for that. Nah, I know better than that. If somebody got my money from San Francisco and I wasn't there, they stole my money. But it wasn't just from me. They stole it from many different places. I found out that they denied me from getting any of my money from stealing my stimulus check and my disability check. I'm still not having a way to get a comfort for me to lay my head on a bed because of this. The Lord put in my spirit, they stole $45,000 from me in 4 years. But by me have to do it 6 months and stuff, it was a little less than that. Now, I never had this problem before when I was in Texas in spring. Now they don't go through your paperwork and investigate it like it's supposed to be done. I know the paperwork that they denied me with came from that bank and there wasn't no investigation done because I had asked twice from on the phone did they put my complaint in and they told me they didn't see nothing. So they did not investigate like they should. They didn't do nothing about it. I feel like this. They are not being fair. They're coming from many places. They're coming into the system. The Hindus, the Iranians, the Jamaicans, the Africans, and even the whites is getting involved. They all have themselves caught up in the system that pushing New Orleans people out. I have went back to FEMA and talked to a supervisor that wasn't a supervisor I saw before, which I found out he was a maintenance man they sent me to. But he gave me 2 weeks for getting a phone call to see if I could get in a hotel because I had kept on asking them why y'all don't bring up a hotel for me instead of a loan. Why everybody going in a hotel except me? Now, why would you give me 2 weeks phone call? That means 2 weeks I got to stay out trying to make it. I'm a woman, and you gonna put me in that bad situation for 2 weeks when it should have emergency way to get me into a room early. I'm gonna be 2 weeks out there trying to make it. So that's the way it's saying that I might don't get a hotel. Because why it should take 2 weeks to make a phone call when I've been out here for a month and a half talking to FEMA, trying to get in a place. I should have been in a hotel by now. But they put me in circles and circles with everything and denied me. Now I find out the bank don't want to give me my money they stole. I learned that they stole money from me for 4 years. And the money I looked at, the statement I looked at, they've been stealing money for 6 months from the time they say you have 6 months to look at your statement and claim the money is missing. Now you're going to tell me, now one thing on that paper says that my money was stolen. I don't care if it was just one thing you saw that was true. You don't see nothing, but I see all of it. Now I would understand they say, well, we just see this and that's it. You don't see nothing, and I know that my money been missing from my stimulus checks and my disability check. If I had that kind of money, I would not be trying to make it out here, trying to get in a place of my own. I went to Section 8 building. They have many apartments. Ooh, so many. But they're going to tell me it's full. All those apartments is full. But I find out from 2 people and one that lives there in that area that's not true. So it sends me to somewhere to get a voucher. And a voucher tells you got to find a place in so many days, so many weeks, I say. If you don't find it, they take it from you. You lose the voucher. So if I have to use the voucher to go in those places where they say it's full, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna have a place. I'm seeing that the system is now for everybody over the waters in the Texas. Everybody texting and going into the hotel but us. And we live in New Orleans. I'm a New Orleans girl. I was in Texas because of Katrina. I know God gonna take me up one day soon. But they're gonna have trouble on the land. Real bad trouble that he said. But I don't want to be on the land outside the buildings going through these troubles that everybody gonna go through. Because he's done chastise everybody that stole from his children. He's ready to chastise him, and Satan is preparing these things now to put everybody into an area of repentance. They have caused a lot of people to lose their home, to kill themselves, to not have milk for their babies, to cause them to lose their home just that they just bought. Everybody's complaining about their money getting stolen out the banks. And that's all different kind of banks. I know I ain't tripping. I know what I should have had in that bank. I could tell who of the things that I did not do, and I was not there. And I sure don't have no checks. 500, 400, 250. They were writing them big. I guess the corporate get the stimulus check money out of my bank. Now you gonna tell me you can't find one thing that was an error that somebody stole, and then an ATM have a camera, and I use the ATM like that. Now I know nobody is not looking at those cameras because they would have other people's face on it, and I know it because everybody don't know they can have a camera on the ATM box on the machine. Now, what I can see everywhere I go, I went in many places. I go every day trying to find a way, and I see everybody pushing me out. Don't want to make a way for me, but I find out the Texans getting their hotels. And other people, like foreigners that's coming from the war over the seas, they getting into having things. Matter of fact, they come into most of the buildings and selling things. I don't see too many black American New Orleans people out here in the buildings working. I'm going to still stand up because my money means a lot to me. When you're in a hospital and they take your impressions and stick you up there and they take your money from there, and they constantly putting you in places to lay your head and they take your money from there. You know you had money. The bank statement tells you that. And I took my time and marked down everything. It was like 5 or 6 papers of the bank statement that I saw my money was missing from the bank from someone else that stole it. And I know it was from I know for sure the Wolf Forest Bank in Walmart, that African and a Jamaica and an Iranian Hindu, whatever she is stealing it. I know that for sure because they did it in front of my face. Showed me they was writing my information off my new card that I got from the other bank. She started writing the information. I had trouble with her because she didn't want to give it to me. And right then, she took a copy of my ID. I mean, not my ID, my license. that wasn't the only thing I saw with them, because I've been going to the bank back and back and back trying to get this thing taken care of. Because I'm a person, you're not going to step on me and take what's mine. I'm going to fight and fight until something happens for me. Well, I know they did for her to do that, and some other things she did towards me to show me that she was, all of them was stealing inside the bank. That's right, people that's working in it. Nah, I know what money I spend. Ain't nothing crazy about me. That's what they want me to think, and that's what they want people to think. But those doctors put anything on your chart to make money. And everything they put on my medical records is not me. Long time ago, I had an aneurysm, I had seizures, and I got unbalanced, and that's what the medicine was for. Because I was a little unbalanced, I couldn't focus from the TV. I couldn't, focus as concentration, steady. That was all it was. The leaking vessel was healed later on. But that's all I went through, and I told the doctors that's all the medicine is for. The rest was all name brand 1 milligram. Now, if I'm getting 1 milligram Respizol, if I'm so crazy with all these other things they put on my chart, my medical chart, that they shouldn't have had in the public, because I signed this thing that they're not supposed to show my medical records. If I was so crazy, why I was on 1 milligram? I should have been having a whole bunch of pills for what they put on my chart. But they knew that I wasn't, but they put it there so they could have their way of getting things using a medical record, my medical record insurance, and taking my money out of my purse when I go lay my head inside a building. Because they take your purse and everything and lock it up telling you it's safe, but they're taking everything out of it that's your business and go steal your money. That's how I got missing. For me trying to find a place to stay while I find an apartment coming in town from being pushed out my apartment over a renovation they had to do, they say. So they made a way to get my money like that. I'm going to stand until they do something. If they don't do something, God said Satan's going to tear this place out in a way that it's going to be a bad situation. And they already started some things. It's not your business, but they started it. They're talking to me because they know I pray. I'm a child of God. I'm a minister. And I'm more than that. I'm a miracle worker and on. Prophet, whatever. But I stay cool every day to try to make myself at peace. So I won't be so angry that they put me in this bad situation. Now I talked to the president through his YouTube. I hope he helped me and make a way for me to have a place to lay my head. Because waiting to investigate this, I'm staying out here longer when I should be laying down on a pillow first, and then they could check everything out of my word or what I'm speaking. They got ask questions for everybody. They talking about it. Everybody's angry and they're furious that their money gets stolen. And that's all I wanted to say. Don't think I'm giving up because you deny me. Because that's what they did. They sent a note to somewhere in the old apartment where I told her to change my address. She sent it to the old apartment complex. And now, but I asked them what the results was to the phone. And they said that they denied me from all what I had pointed out that they stolen. They're not being honest. They're all hooked up with this in the system to take from us and put us in the streets or push us out of town. My money means a lot to me when I have to survive. I got to take care of my body. Now, they know that they did it. And everybody's sticking with each other with this in the system from one place to another. And they're going to stick with it because they're all stealing. That's why many different banks is going through that. Inside theft. And they got the outside people working with them too. They should have never denied me nothing. And I told the lady on the phone, the white woman, I said, when I called somebody not too long ago, they said the report never been made. So how they sent me a denied paper of receiving that money? I called twice and they did not send it. It wasn't in the system. I know they made the paper themselves and sent it to me to let me know I'm not getting my money. Those people over there at the Walmart, Wolf Forest on St. Andrew, I think it's Ruth Hall, it's the other street, it's in the Walmart, the Wolf Forest. They sent that paper out to me, not no investigator, because I had like 6 papers that should have been seen about, and they should have checked the cameras on ATM, because those people were checking my money real careful. They used that a lot. They should have saw that that's not my face on that camera. They did not do no investigation, because when I went to the other bank, she pushed it to another place. Now, if they did it, they would have told me the other bank had took care of that. But they told me, well, you came late, it's over a month. I said, well, you told me to wait till the supervisor come in, and she wasn't there when I showed up. So you told me to come again. By then, you made it late. You made it late on purpose, so you won't have to deal with all that paperwork. Now I got called the customer service to take care of this. When I called them, they went down and listened to me, and then turned around and hung up on me. They don't want to deal with what they did, and I don't think that's fair. And I hope the president do something, because this is happening not just to me, to everybody around. I'm hearing their money getting stolen really out in the inside and outside. It's mostly an inside job. I want my money, and they stole a lot of it, and I can't see them just taking it and let them step on me and take what's mine. So I really appreciate if somebody do something about it and look over my records, what they have done, and give me the money that they owe me, because they're supposed to keep the money safe. That chip on the card is supposed to keep people from stealing. Plus, it's supposed to be a way inside the bank that they're not supposed to be able to get in your account. But I know they was able to do it, because somebody I had called on the phone one time in Texas and asked him about something, and he looked on my account with not even getting nothing from me through the phone. I said, what you gonna be able to get in my account? Now, I know he was all right, you know, but he said, oh, you could do it. So if he could do it, I know everybody else could do it. So I wish that somebody do something about this, because that's not fair for people to not have what they need. I got to depend on my children now. They can't afford to take care of me and on things I need, because they have children. I don't want them. I always was dependent on myself, because I took care of myself very well in the apartment. Never was late with nothing. I paid my rent ahead of time and took care of all my bills. So I had 17 years of that, and now I can't take care of myself. I can't take care of myself because I don't have no money, because everybody wants to slip it out my bank. Every time I get something, I see something taken from it. They focus on me real hard, because I can't keep no money in the bank. When they even give me money, I see some of it taken. They're hateful. And I heard somebody named Alicia Keys and Yolanda Adams is part of that. So I hope you'll take care of that for me, because I heard she worked at a Wolf Forest. And I'm really upset, because this is not fair. It's not fair at all.